Rwizi is a lifeline for an estimated number of 1.4 million people in the 13 districts. It passes through the greater Ankole sub-region with its catchment stretching up to 8,200 square kilometers. Rwizi plays a crucial role in supplying water for both domestic and industrial use. However, for the past 20 years, the river has suffered severe degradation, leading to the reduction in the water levels and poor quality of the water. Human activities such as the encroachment on the land along the river banks, poor agricultural practices, sand mining, bricklaying, and pollution have posed a threat to the river's existence. Furthermore, the proliferation of the water hyacinth has further exacerbated the river's deterioration. To address these challenges, since 2019, World Fund for Nature (WWF), in partnership with AB InBev, the parent company of Nile Breweries Limited, has been implementing a project aimed at restoring the catchment area of the river so as to boost the water quantity and enhance its quality, as well as restore the biodiversity around the catchment area. The interventions introduced for the river restoration were done in the upstream where there are hills, midstream where there are people's homes and gardens, and downstream where there is the river and its buffer zone. The river buffer zone of about 13.5 hectares was restored with bamboo and other indigenous trees like mvule, musizi, and grevillea that can hold the soil particles and prevent silt from flowing directly into the river.
This site is 1.2 kilometers stretch, and it covers about 13.5 hectares. As a result of dwindling water quality and the quantity within Rwizi, that's why we prioritized to plant these tree species that are going to be holding the soil particles as well as preventing the silt from going direct to River Rwizi, and this will help, of course, trap the silt that would be causing the quantity and the quality of the Rwizi to be affected, so that at least the soil remains upstream and doesn't reach the main river source. Through the activities we have been doing in the Rwizi catchment, we have been able to bring on board different stakeholders, including the NGOs, including the bottling companies, the dairy companies, the beverage companies that have come on board to participate in the Save River Rwizi Marathon. And this has been one of the windows to create awareness nationwide and also outside the country that River Rwizi is facing challenges, and we have to come together to make sure that we save this River Rwizi. And through those famous River Rwizi Marathon, the first one was actually that even proposed to start the piloting of restoration of river banks, where we started with Chumuro. And recently, the theme was about ending plastics in River Rwizi, and different stakeholders have been giving us information to see how we can address the challenge of emerging water plastics that are affecting River Rwizi within the Mbarara city.
In addition to the trees, 3 hectares of the buffer zone have been planted with napier grass and trained the farmers on how to harvest it and feed their cows.
Tukaba twina babiri bahinga ahanso mu rufunjo bakaba batwereza mu sente mwe nuko babihiremo esente zabenze urugo mu rufunjo kugira ngo tuzibone omundi aho ko rede hineze twatunje ku rugo mu ntezo ku rugo 2019 nibwo tutunga entezo zikaba zigenyena bakatwereza nyene 3 kandi nunje munonga ezaturetiro okuzireberera aho kwazi kanzirebe kaje kandi entezo zurugera ku 23 hati za 25 mwana tuye namasiko mingi munonga twagumizamo kuzireberera je ntuje kutunga ziri kukiraho no burisa nibona entase iri kukira yo munonga.
In the midstream, where there are mainly plantations, farmers have been trained on how to do soil and water conservation with the introduction of infiltration pits and percolation pits, which minimize soil erosion, which would have caused siltation in the river, hence affecting the water quality. In the upstream, intervention focused on rainwater harvesting. Water tanks with a capacity of 10,000 cubic liters each were therefore constructed for households in the hilly areas with the aim of harvesting rainwater from houses to reduce the runoff to the river that would cause erosion in the gardens and silting in the river. The tanks provide water for home use and reduces over-dependency on the river as the only source of water.
Okurga kare tukateganisibwa tugira amizi enjura ekigwa nyingi eze nyingi zikija amizi gona geyera na kibuga tineho kukwatiraho twizi tineho kutwiha kandi amizi gateganisa kandi nayo twaye tugatana habe nare kandi gakaga bagarima bigine byondo mwene okurga obu twabonaga amizi tukagira amizi twagarunda nda twabona tanka yatebekanisa twagira amizi tugakigenda munonga emitunga tiyakitwirwa konka kare tukabonabona munonga twagira amizi bwarahari twagatahira hihi gari kugenda konka tukagira amizi gona tugarunda ndo mutanka.
Farmers were also mobilized to form a village savings and credit association and were provided with a revolving fund. Group members have been able to access loans with lower interests that they have used to boost their small businesses or even start new businesses where they are able to earn an income, something that has improved their household income.
Amazina ninye Edisa Kobuyonjo ow'ekibiina ky'abahingi kwetungura ekimwe atwire sente tukaguramu embuzi emwe omwaka yazaramu omwagazi hati ezire omwagazi n'empaya mwe nimpurira nishemererwa munonga aha mbuzi egi ekayongera kumpa obuhurunguru nashika omu rutookye rwangye rwarebeka gye nintema ekitookye nkiguza nyihamu school fees nshomesa abaana kandi buzima kindetire okugiramu entunguuka kukira nk'obu naabire ndi omu kishara akobu naabire ndi omu kishara nkaba obumwe mbihinga bitwarwa amizi obumwe nkora ki konka ahindigireyo mazima nindeeba entunguuka omwangye erimu ahabw'okuba n'orutookye rwangye ruboniire norutera ekitookye kirungi ahabwe amahurunguru g'embuzi ezinyine.
Indeed, with these restoration efforts in place, the vegetation around the riverbanks like papyrus is growing back and the water becoming clearer again.